Yo, it's your boy Jacob. I just wanted to show you guys a pretty solid Rhine game I played. It's pretty fun. Oh, I've never actually used the replay mode before. Here's what the enemy team was up to. Junkrat doing Junkrat things. Interesting.
The first round is almost here.
Here I am.
Only 20 seconds remain before the action begins.
This game was pretty good. I'll go through all three since it was a stadium game. Maybe this will help a future Reinhardt. I don't know. I'm definitely not a Rein main,
Lock in for the round.
but I do enjoy him a lot, especially in stadium gameplays. For some reason, I'm better at him in stadium than I am in normal games. And my normal main, Reaper, I kind of suck at, actually, in stadium games, funnily enough.
Seconds until the objective's unlocked.
So right off the bat, I try to always use my natural surroundings with my shield. So like if you put a shield next to this, you know, they can't shoot this. Right off the bat, I pin the Reaper. I'm not the best at landing those. Get killed there from behind. I was trying to keep my back to the wall behind me. It happens. My team does a pretty decent job at killing everyone. I come back and I keep forgetting my team and me are in red right now. Coming back again, top down advantage. I try to block them all out, do a decent job, get a kill. I really wanted to replay this moment right here because I take them off the edge. I want to see if they survive somehow. They did not. I had a feeling. That's funny as hell. Dude, I terrorized this diva the entire 3 matches. I feel bad. At first, I wasn't sure we were going to win this or not. I was curious how this was unfolding, but my team did a pretty decent job at pushing while I was respawning. You can see me coming back through that, through the highlight of my shadow outline, whatever you want to call it. Come on, McCray, get that kill. There you go. No one's really doing a decent job at countering him up there. Diva goes after him. I hit him with a hammer down, aka my ult. Diva gets behind me. That's what ends up doing me in. Perhaps it was actually this guy behind me. There's an enemy behind me at one point, yeah. They do push us back a bit. As you can see, they make some solid ground. They get the little bot up here. We freeze them in time. That's where they don't make too much progress. But we only got 20 seconds on the clock, which is when things get a little spicy. Again, I try to use some natural elements in the map, like these barriers, to kind of make my shield seem a little bit bigger. And then I even try to use the bot, his body itself. We do a lot of failed grabs. It is what it is. Pop, pop, pop. One by one, they do start to fall. That sleep dart pisses me off every time, dude. Doesn't matter who I'm playing. I was curious where they ended up going from that point on. They just started retreating. Good to know. You know, I usually don't watch replays at all, but I'm starting to see the value in watching them. It definitely gives you a good perspective into how to play. D.Va kept doing a terrible job at using her ult, because as long as you're behind my shield, you're gonna live, which wastes her entire ult, and her ult is arguably one of the worst in the game to waste. And then I just destroy her. Again, I terrorize this D.Va the entire game. Obviously, we've been in overtime for a good bit. I pushed ahead to just kind of push them back from us. I didn't realize how many of them got behind us. But once it's done, it's done. So back out of that, go right into the next one. It's kind of cool to see the stadiums from a wider perspective. Again, there's a lot of value in these replays, especially when you can like look top down at the maps and see what's going on. So again, we're in the red over here, they're in the blue. The colors kind of confuse me since I'm used to playing and then you see yourself as blue, right? So it is fascinating to see the symmetry of the map. Oh, I got hiccups. Our D.Va's just having fun, I guess.
These teams are giving it their all for a shot at the win.
Oh, here's the chat from the last game.
Have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
Yeah, like, what was this chat, dude? I don't know, dude. I do not know.
The armory is closing shortly.
Hey. Hello.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
See, this is where having this top-down view is really valuable in replays. You can really strategize. You can see me run in.
10 seconds until the
Again, this is a great map for Ryan, in my opinion. It's really close quarters, really makes people have to get near you. And when you have the bigger shield upgrade, you can just block off entire sections like that. So they either have to get behind you like that D.Va tried to do. Which she was doing a good job of that in this map, but not good enough of a job. She was really the only one able to push behind any of us. And there we have it. They pretty much regroup from here on out. I decided to push a little bit. I regret doing that. It didn't really work out in my favor. As you can see, I just died. And it gave them a little bit of an upper hand to get back at us. Because it left everyone pretty unprotected once I died. So that's something to keep in mind. Here I come. Moving this camera is a little annoying for me, sorry. Try to come in strong again from the high ground, so I jump in. Try to protect them while I get heals. Now we were concerned, I was a little afraid we might lose this one at this point. ultimately, sometimes the only way out is through. So as you can see, I learned from my last mistake when I died, and I just decided to defend the objective at the objective. Make them come to me type of thing. Again, as you can see, D.Va gets into me and tries to nerf me, but she doesn't seem to learn that my shield will just tank the whole thing. Some solid plays by my teammate going on with the supports and DPS. And that was it. And then this final one was actually really good.
These teams are giving it their all for a shot at the win.
It's kind of cool to look around. You don't really have time to look around when you're in the game, right? Everything's just floating.
20 seconds to go. The armory is closing shortly.
Good to see you.
3, 2, 1. Let's get to it.
So right off the bat, I use that little shield to block off those sections. Again, using my natural barriers around me. Gives my team the ability to get through and get to the objective. As you can see though, I'm already on like half health and dying. Yep. Created some stress, some issues. You can already see me coming back. Looks like they did a decent job holding themselves. No, the enemy team got ahead. And this is where this game gets really juicy. Is I stick with the objective. I decide to kind of try to keep it moving. Some guy behind me I'm trying to not die from. Boom, he's dead. My team's just stoked and ready to go. And now we pass them. And we beat them to the next checkpoint. Again, the D.Va is the only one that really gets past my defenses. Doesn't really work out for the D.Va. Again, shields. I wish my Juno would have got behind my shield. I think he would have learned this by now. Not the end of the world though. Pin the D.Va, destroy the D.Va. I get shot. Looks like Reaper got me. So then they get back ahead of us, which is good for them. They reach the final stretch before we do. Our team kind of rallies. I'm not gonna say we really regroup. We're kind of all over, as you can see. But we do a solid push. Throughout this entire time, I'm trying to decide: do I stick with the objective and push it, or do I take them out? And now since they're in the final stretch, I say they might as well kill them all, so I do just that. They keep trying to run and duck, but it's not gonna work. This guy's got a sliver of health. Boom. Then I see them capturing their objective, or I should say pushing. And I'm like, well, if my Moira stays on this, we'll be good. So I go into kill. Because look how close they are, right? By all means, I don't think we should have won this. Or at least it didn't feel like we were going to win this. But we pushed hard. And ended up getting a solid kill streak in the end here. I'm getting shot in the back by D.Va, so I turn around. And we get them all. And then we do a final push, and they try to do one final play against us. And it just doesn't work out. I think if they would have regrouped, they would have had a better opportunity. But that just didn't come together. When it's in overtime, things tend to fall apart. That was the win. Yeah, nothing much to it. I did all 3 dailies and all 3 weeklies in one go. 47k experience. I'm not really a Ryan main, not at all. But that was fun. Like, share, sub. Let me know how I did. Peace.